We have number 2. It said a stone of mass. So mass 1 kg. Given that what? Mass is what? 1 kg. Yes. Is revolving in a circle of radius 1 meter. Good. So my radius there is also what? 1 meter. With a linear velocity of 10 meter per second. So my speed, linear velocity is what? 10 meter per second. Yes. What is the value for the centripetal force on the body? So here we are looking for centripetal force, which is what? Unknown. You will now use what? F is equal to the what? mv square over what? Over r. Abi now? So by applying this formula, we have m. What is m? 1. What is r? 1 square. Sorry. What is v? Is 10. What is r? 1. So this will give you what? 1 into what? Square root of 10 is 100 over what? Radius is also 1. So over 1, we now have what? 100 Newton. Therefore, the centripetal force is 100 Newton. So the next one is question number 3. Question number 3, we have a ball of mass 0.25 gram. Mass given there is what? 0.25 kg. Is attached to the end of a 2 meter long string. It's attached to the end of the what? 2 meter long string. And the string will be break if the tension on the string is more than 25 Newton. So if a ball of mass 0.25 gram attached to a what? A string, simply means what? And the string is held at what? 2 meter. That tells at what? The radius, the length of the what? Of the string is the radius. Is 2 what? 2 meter long. The string will break if the tension of the string is more than 250. So tell us what? The force is what? Is 25 what? Newton. Yes. And what is the maximum angular velocity at which the ball can be rotated? So the omega is what? Is unknown here. What formula relates centripetal force and omega together? M omega square r. Good. So what we have here for force is 25 Newton. Mass is what? Is 0.25 multiplied by omega square. What is radius? Multiplied by what? 2. So you will now have what? Omega square is equal to the what? 25 over what? 0.25 multiplied by what? 2. So if you have that, multiply this together, you will have, solve it to give you what? 50, and the omega square equal to the what? 50, and omega equal to the what? Square root of what? Of 50, and the square root of 50 will give us what? Omega we have 7.07 rad per seconds. So that is the maximum angular velocity at which the ball can be rotated. So the next subtopic we need to check under circular motion is application of centripetal force. So the centripetal force is used in the following system. Number 1, motion in horizontal circle. We also have it in what? Motion in vertical cycle, banking in curved roads. So these are the three applications of centripetal force. Motion in horizontal cycle, motion in vertical cycle, and banking in the curved track. So let us take it one after the what? The other. The first one is what? Motion in horizontal cycle. So the motion of an object along a horizontal what? Cycle, we can also call it what? Conical pendulum. So what is conical pendulum? You know, this circular motion can exist in two forms. We have circular motion in the vertical form, like this. See the way I'm using my hand. This is what? The circular motion in vertical what? Vertical form. But if I'm rotating it like this, is what? Circular motion in horizontal what? Horizontal form. So the circular motion in horizontal form is called conical what? Pendulum. Is the motion in horizontal cycle. So let us check for the conical pendulum. Assume this is a what? A ceiling. And we have a rod or a string. So we have a what? A string. This is a string and is what? Attached to a what? A pendulum. A pendulum what? Bulb. And if this bulb is what? Is rotating along the what? Circular path like this. This bulb is what? Is moving along this path. The ball is moving along this circle. This is angular velocity. And this is what? The string that attach the ball to the what? To the ceiling here. And the force experienced on this string, we call it what? Tension. This is normal vertical line of the string, and the angle between the what? The string and this vertical line, we call it what? Angle theta. Angle what? Theta. And there is a particular force here. And the weight of this ball is acting what? Downward. And the weight is what? Mg. And what? Mg. So let's join this plate to this side. This is the center of what? Of the circle. But there is a particular force that is to keep the ball, this ball we have here, to move toward the center of the what? Of this circle. And the force we know is called what? Centripetal what? Centripetal force, which is what? The centripetal force, which is mv square over what? Over r. But let us solve this triangle by using the solution of what? Of force. If you remember now, Abi, so this angle face this side, this place is upwards, opposite. This place is what? Adjacent, and here is what? Hypotenuse. So by finding the what? The sine angle of this side, opposite. Abi? Opposite here will be what? Sine theta equal to opposite over what? Hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? It's tension T. You now have sine theta equal to the what? What is opposite here? Opposite over hypotenuse is what? Is T. You now have what? The opposite equal to the what? T sine what? Theta. Call it what? Equation 1. So we can, for this opposite now, what we have here? We have T sine what? Sine theta. Abi now? For the opposite here, we have T sine what? Sine theta here. Let us find the adjacent. For I, we use what? Cos theta should be what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos theta equal to what? What is adjacent? Adjacent over what? T. So the adjacent is equal to the what? T cos what? Theta. Equation 2. So for this side now, what we have here, you can call this place what? T what? T cos theta, which is our what? Adjacent. Good. So this place is what? Is T cos theta, and is parallel with what? With the force we have here. It's also what? T cos what? Cos theta, this side. So from this center now, we have two things here. T sine theta, which serve as what? This opposite side of the angle, and the particular force here which keep the body to move towards the center of a circle is what? Centripetal force. So you now said what? Here, the T sine theta equal to what? Centripetal force, which is what? mv square r. You equate them together. dt sine theta equal to the what? The centripetal force there, which is what? mv square. You can call this one what? Equation what? Equation 3. Then this weight of the ball that is acting down, mg sine mg, and is equal to the what? To the adjacent component here, which is T cos theta. So you now have what? T cos what? Theta equal to what? Weight mg. Call it what? Equation 4. Next thing we do now is what? You will divide equation 3 by equation 4. What is equation 3? We have T sine what? Theta equal to what? mv square r. Oh yeah, divide this by this over what? T cos what? Theta. I put this one here too. mg r. So this T cancel T, this m cancel m. You are left with what? Sine theta over what? Cos theta equal to what? V square over what? G R. The next thing we do now is what? What? Recall from trig identity. Whenever you see what? Tan theta is written as what? Sin theta over cos what? Cos theta. You can put it here. You now have tan theta equal to what? V square over G R or RG. So this is what? The angle of conic what? Pendulum. That will be equation 5. Equation what? Equation 5. The next thing is what? Let us look at what? Motion in vertical circle.